I'm so excited and I just can't hide it. I'm gonna lose control and I think I like it. What's up? What's up? What's up? Happy 16th of February. First and foremost, want to say happy born day to one of my dear friends and teachers for many years, the one, the only Lloyd Strayhorn. Text him this morning. And I'll be on his show tomorrow. I will be on Lloyd's show tomorrow. Remember, make sure y'all go to Linktree/numbers and you and support our brother Lloyd. Remember, he has a workshop coming up on February the 25th. Happy born day, Mr. Lloyd Strayhorn. Today is his born day. Enough respect. I'll be on the show talking about the grammar of numerovation and how to articulate it. And I'm going to present briefly on Lloyd's show something that I don't usually do, but tomorrow is going to be very nice as I present what it means, the grammar of numerovation, not just numerology, but creating a whole grammar for my system and how to consciously articulate it. So yes, I'll be on Lloyd Strayhorn's show tomorrow. Okay, I'll be on Lloyd Strayhorn tomorrow. Want to say, please join the membership. The membership is up and running. People are learning. People are questioning. People are delving into the information. And I'm going to start just saying that I'm glad. Thank you very much. Of course, if you do like the program and the show, make sure you support and circulate, donate as much as you can, or buy the products online. Of course, you see all of that right there. The super chat, you can super chat PayPal, King Simon, PayPal.me/ King Simon, and also Venmo, King Simon 1. And also you can go to my link tree for tickets for the grammar of numerovation. Language, how to speak it, how to articulate it in your own way, not just my way and not just other numerologists' way, but your own way. Remember, the books are on sale. Limited signed copies are available right now for $36. All you have to do is text me and say you want the books, and I got you. Text me. Today's lesson is burning. Is building, burning, or not crossing bridges, a numerovational, spiritual, and physical perspective. Very, very important, because I know I've gone down those roads of even building, burning, or not crossing because I was frightened or I was nervous. Tonight, we have Dr. Philip Valentine and Brother Sabir Bay on my show at 7 o'clock. It's going to run from 7 to 9 p.m. It's going to be a different way we're going to conduct this dialogue, this conversation, so to speak, with Brother Dr. Philip Valentine and Brother Sabir. And today is the last day for the sale on Dr. Blair's site. So please go to Dr. Blair's legacy site and support Dr. Blair as much as you can. 13% off for free shipping of any order. Go to the legacy shop, and the legacy shop is right there. The metacenter2.com or the metacenterchicago.com. Can you hear me clearly? Please put the number 1 in the chat if you could hear me clearly. Put the number 1 in the chat. And for all those that will be attending my workshop, guess what? I will be sending you a free workbook. Not workbook, but a workshop, a lessons of life workbook. Now, this is not a part of the workshop, but I will be sending you a free ebook via email for all workshop participants on February 22nd. Please go to my Linktree/King Simon the Numerovator. That's Linktree/King Simon the Numerovator. If you would like, if you're not going to attend it, even if you pay for the workshop and you can't make it for the live, you still will receive the link to watch it over, and you will still receive the new new book that I have, ebook that I have called King Simon's Numerovational and Spiritual Lessons of Life Workbook, Part 1. This is my first volume, actually. My first is going to be Part 1. I have more because I've done so many lessons, and I want to make sure I put it in book form and then give you applicable basic lessons after each chapter you read in the ebook. So I'm very adamant about helping y'all to develop and grow. Remember, this Wednesday we have the one, the only Dr. Alicia Kair. And of course, my workshop is happening on the 22nd of February. You do get a free ebook. Once you pay for it, I will send it to your Eventbrite email. So if you, whatever you're paying through Eventbrite, if you pay for my class through Eventbrite, then you will receive a free book. If you can't make it to it, the book is actually only $5.99, $5.55. The ebook is actually $5.55 if you want the book. $5.55, good angel number frequency and angle number frequency. All right. Remember, on the 26th, we have Samuel Lee Fudge, and support my brother Magic Kemet coming in. So brother Shabazz, hit him up. Big up to my moderator, the one, the only Color Curiosity. She's on the way to doing her thing, so enough respect to her. And proud of this sister. She just did her pre-order yesterday. The pre-order out there yesterday of this new book. Make sure you go to Linktr.ee/Holistica Healer. She's doing her thing. Proud. I'm glad that she's going to be doing that. And big up to Adara Moselle and Paris Williams. And we'll be talking about the rest of them coming up. So, whew, man, it is, Shaggy and Chronix did a song that I really love. And it's called Bridges. And it goes as such. It says, I bet you wish you never burned that bridge. Oh, no. And now you have to cross it. I bet you wish you never burned that bridge. Oh, no. And now you got to cross it. I bet you wish you never burned that bridge. I love that song because it lets a person like me know that you got to be very, very cognizant of what you are burning when it comes to bridges. Big up to Sister Kafunya in the Instagram chat and everybody that's coming on Instagram. How y'all doing? Facebook, I'm also broadcasting on Facebook. I'm broadcasting on my other channel also, the Numerovation Nation. So we have to be very mindful of how we burn bridges. I've burned bridges and wasn't able to walk back through when I needed to walk through. I've burned bridges at radio stations because of my lone ranger type attitude. Hey, I did that in my past. But I'm going to be touching on the lesson because I want to make sure that people understand that the lessons are very important. And I'm going to be touching on the board and what the word building and bridges mean from a numerical perspective. And I might even touch on the word cross because they all have frequencies that we got to learn to pay attention to as much as we can. Word, sound, power, like California used to say back in the day. Big up to Sister California. Word makes sound, and it also has power. Every word makes a sound. It always has power. It has power. Comes power behind the word, spoken word. So, in the lesson, this is what I'm touching on here. Basic spiritual and physical meaning of building, burning, or not crossing bridges. Now, this was, anytime you see red on my page, you know that's from an online research, okay? It's not my writings per se. Now, the phrase about building, burning, or not crossing bridges symbolizes the way we handle relationships, opportunities, and transitions in life. It carries both spiritual and physical lessons about choice, consequences, and personal growth. Let me repeat that last part again. It carries both spiritual and physical lessons about choices, consequences, and spiritual growth. If you understand what that online saying is, please put the number 1 in the chat. If you understand that. If you don't understand it, I get it. But if you do understand it, put the number 1 in the chat. Put the number 1 in the chat. Put the number 1 in the chat if you understand that what I just read to you. The phrase about building, burning, or not crossing bridges symbolizes the way we handle relationships, opportunities, and transitions in life. It carries both spiritual and physical lessons and choices, consequences, and personal growth. Spiritual meaning. Burning bridges creating connection and growth. Spiritually, burning bridges means fostering unity, healing relationships, and creating opportunities for progress. It reflects forgiveness, compassion, understanding, ensuring that we stay open to divine guidance and new possibilities. Spiritually, burning bridges, because remember the word, just burning alone is a form of purging. We all watched the movie. Many of us watched the movie Purge. Many of us are taking purges and all that. Many have gone to sweat lodge to purge our pores. Because when you burn something, you're purging something. And when you're burning something, burning bridges create connection and growth. Spiritually, like I said, burning bridges means fostering unity. Building bridges. Building bridges. My mind is something else. I had some weird dream this morning. Building bridges create, let me read that again. Building bridges creating connection and growth. Spiritually, building bridges means fostering unity, healing relationships, and creating opportunities for progress. It reflects forgiveness, compassion, understanding, ensuring that we stay open to divine guidance. Pardon me for that. My mind was on burning because I think I had a dream about burning a bridge. So burning, my mind has been going on. It's, them dreams. Now burning bridges. Here we go. Release. Now, this is the detoxification part. Releasing what no longer serves you. When you're burning something, you're releasing something that no longer serves you. And let me show you something about the word burning. Well, I didn't do burning, but I'll do burning right now on the board. I got no problems doing the word burning. I'm not going to erase this, but I'm going to have to make it hold somewhere. So I'm going to make a hold on the bottom. Burn, or even the word burn. That's 2, 2, 3, 6, 9, 2, 5, 5. So when you look at the word burning, you might not be able to see it because it's, let me throw it in the front to see. When you look at the word burn, because that's the root word of burning, it's right on the bottom. Let me remove that too. Let me remove that. When you look at the word burn, that's the root word of burning. 5 plus 9 plus 5. That equals 19. 19, which equals 19, both the 19, that equals 19. which is a 10, which is a 1. 1 is a fire number. Interesting enough, 1 is a fire number. So when you look at the word burn, if you're burning anything, you're dealing with fire. The number 19 is a karmic number according to certain system of numerology. And karma can go both ways, as we all know. Karma can be positive and karma can be negative. Like it adds up to a number 10. 10 is the wheel of fortune energy that can also be positive wheel of fortune or negative wheel of fortune, depending on how you apply and use that number 10. So when you're burning something or burn, because if I add the ing, it's going to have a whole nother frequency, but I wanted to deal with the root word, the root of the word burn, which added up to a fire number in the Pythagorean system or the newer or the new, what I call the modern day system. In the Chaldean system or the older or the most vintage system, it adds up to a number 15. It adds up to a number 15, which equals a 6. So when you're going back to the lesson real quick, if you don't mind, going back to the lessons. Not there. Going back to the lesson. Burning bridges releases what no longer serves you. Burning bridges represents letting go of toxic relationships, old habits, and past energies that block spiritual evolution. That block spiritual. Now, interesting enough, the number 15 is the symbol of magic and mystery. It is known as in the tarot card as the devil card. The devil card. All right. That's what the number 15 represents in the tarot system. All right. 15 is also known as a positive and negative symbol of eroticism, according to older systems of numerology. 15 also have to be mindful of certain energies that they associate with them, associate themselves with during the courses of their life. So when you're thinking about burning a bridge or burning anything, you have to be very careful, because while sometimes on the bottom, like I said, while sometimes necessary, it should be done with wisdom. Burning should be done with wisdom, ensuring it aligns with growth rather than emotional reaction or being impulsive. So because it adds up to a number 6 or 15, 15, which is a 6, that means you need to do that thing with balance. You just don't do what you feel you came to do. You got to do it with balance. There have to be a balance in this burning. There have to be some type of balance when you want to burn something, because it's like trying to light a fire in your house on your living room floor. That is not balanced, because that burn can spark something else. Might light up the carpet. It might light up. You have to have it under control. You have to have a balance situation when you come to burning anything. And because burning is like a form of purging, cleansing. See, when we purge, a lot of us want to move all kinds of stuff out of our system, but we got to remember that they're good. Some in our system, sometimes they're good parasites and they're bad parasites. There's certain parasites or certain things that's in your body is supposed to stay in there to do what it got to do, to help eat up whatever it got to eat up. I don't know the scientific jargon, but I've heard, the Dr. Africans or the KT, the arts degree, speak about the good parasites and bad parasites. Again, duality. So when you want to burn something, when you're thinking about burning, getting back into the lesson, going back to the lesson. Hold on one second, get my pages right. When I go back into the lesson, while something sometimes necessary, it should be done with wisdom. ensuring it aligns with growth rather than emotional reaction. I'm never going to tell you not to leave a toxic relationship, especially if it's overly toxic, whether it's from friends or family or job or whatever. Leave it alone. But it has to be done with wisdom. It has to be done with wisdom. And it can't be done over emotional reaction. And many of us do things emotionally. But before I go there, the word bridges, the word bridge the word bridge in the modern system of numerology, when I just add up the bridge without the S, adds up to 36. 36 equals a 9. 9 is, like I always say, is the highest single digit number in numerology that we should strive on higher levels when that 9 shows up. But you have 3 and 6, which deals with expression and, again, balance. So bridge is something that, and 3 is a number of extension and expansion. That's why in New York, we got the expansion bridges and all that kind of stuff. The word bridge adds up to 36. Expansion and balance. In order for that bridge to work, to do what it's supposed to do, it has to have balance. You can't go over a lopsided bridge. In other words, you can't go over a lopsided bridge. Or we'll be falling off. Cars will be rolling off. People will fall off. So it's expanded to get to the other side, but it also has to have balance in order for it to make it. And then it adds up to the number 9, where bridges help you to reach the other side, to reach other people, other energies, reach humanity on another. That's why 9 is a humanitarian level, a humanitarian number. But when I did the word bridges, it added up to 37, which is a 10, which is a 1. Again, that wheel of fortune energy come up. The 3 of expansion and expression comes up. The 7 comes up with its spiritual depth, insight, understanding what bridges you need to go. You need to know and really have wisdom, because 7 is one of those analytical numbers. When you're thinking about burning bridges, you have to analyze what you're burning and look probably into. You got to be able to probably play chess. You got to be able to play chess, be able to think 5 steps ahead. And if you know how to think 5 or 6 steps ahead, or 5 or 6 moves ahead, that means you've already analyzed the board or analyzed the bridges that you're about to burn. And you might have to say, you know what, let me not burn that bridge right at this time, because I may need to cross over that one of those bridges or those bridges. You might have to cross over. Interesting enough, the word bridge adds up to a 17. When I added the S to it, it added up to a number 20. 17 is a legacy leaving number. So when you're building bridges, you're building a legacy. When you're building a bridge, you're building a legacy. But when you're building bridges, not only are you building a legacy because of the root word of the word bridge, bridges is bridge, but 20 it adds up to, because the S is added. 20 is the number of awakening. So bridges that you are planning on destroying or crossing or building is supposed to awaken you to something, make you become aware of something, some great purpose, in order for you to cross. Because sometimes if you don't cross the bridge of where you need to go because you're afraid, that means it won't open you up to. Because remember, the number 20 in compound numerology is the number of awakening to some great purpose. So if you don't appropriately and respectfully cross certain bridges, and we're going to talk about that, because remember, bridge, build, the topic is build, burning, and not crossing bridges. Some bridges you're not supposed to cross, no doubt. No, some bridges that you're not supposed to cross. But there's some bridges that you are supposed to cross. Okay. Let me finish this up. Let me go down to this next. Not crossing bridges. Fear of change or growth. Fear of change or growth. Number 3. fear of change or growth. Spiritually avoiding a bridge means resisting transformation or fearing the unknown. Transformation or fearing the unknown, because when you cross over a spiritual bridge or you cross over a physical bridge, you're going over to new prospect, unknown, uncharted ground sometimes when you're building bridges. But if you choose not to cross it, maybe you choose not to cross it because you don't know what's on the other side. So spiritually avoiding a bridge means resisting, transforming, or fearing the unknown. Some people are afraid to step out of their comfort zone. Let me hear from the chat. And today I might make it a call-in show. Depending on how long it is. How many of you have been afraid to step out of your comfort zone, which is just a part of crossing that bridge? How many of you in your past or even now is afraid to step out your comfort zone? You'll stay at that job, you stay working on a place that you don't like because you are afraid to cross over that bridge and step out of your comfort zone. Please put the number 2 in the chat if some of you have gone through that in your past, your present, or right now. Like Dr. B would say, to now. Are you going through that right now? Put the number 2 in the chat. Some of us are going through that right now. Don't want to leave that job because it's security. Job security. And sometimes I tell my clients, when they want to make a change in their life and all that, they want to cross those bridges in their life. I always tell them, I said, you know what? Don't quit your job yet, but start putting a percentile towards your new business or your new adventure. Start investing at least 10% of yourself in that and then move forward. I never tell people to just, that's it. Oh my God. Although I remember Les Brown saying at a lecture, he said, tomorrow's his birthday, as a matter of fact. Les Brown will be 80 years old tomorrow. And Michael Jordan's birthday is tomorrow also. But Les Brown said, sometimes you have to leap off the mountain and grow your wings on the way down. Sometimes you got to leap and grow your wings on the way down. That is so interesting. Sometimes you got to leap and grow your wings on the way down. I want to say happy birthday to my bonus daughter, Jandora, from Jandora's Boutique. Dora's Boutique, very creative young lady. I think she's 22 now. That's my son's brother, my son's sister. So understanding what I'm trying to share with you in these lessons are very, very important. Just to give you some kind of daily guidance. Sometimes spiritual lessons, like I said, not crossing bridges, fear of change or growth. Spiritually avoiding a bridge means resisting transformation and fearing the unknown. I've been there. I've been down that road. Believe me, I've been there. I've been down that road. Myself, Cafunia, she knows we all been down that road. Sometimes a spiritual lesson requires us to take a leap of faith. Like I just said about what Les Brown used to say. Take a leap and grow your wings on the way down. Take a leap of faith and cross into new experiences to fulfill our divine purpose. Sometimes this happens. And especially when, I'm people, they knew me as a promoter, street promoter. And sometimes we don't, and Cafunia can attest to this, sometimes we don't know how many people are going to show up at our events. Sometimes I don't know how many people are going to show up on a live. But we take a leap of faith to do this. We take a leap of faith to write a book. We take a leap of faith to produce an event. We take a leap of faith to do what we got to do to make sure we live in our divine aspect of who we are. Many have done it. Many are still doing it to this day. The Queen of Fools of the world took a leap of faith to be where she's at. Monique's dad from Nicholas Brooklyn, took a leap of faith to build a 50-year-old empire or a business. So when you see people accomplishing things, we got to always look at the road that they've been on. It's been a road. And sometimes you had to build on this road. Sometimes you had to burn on this road. Sometimes you had to not cross that road. And sometimes you had to cross the road. Even when it was going to be tumultuous in any way, you had to cross the road because you knew on the other side, that's where your new beginning would start. Just like in the study of numerovation. There's a period of time, 4-year period of time, and there's a 4-month period of time that is called the crossroads. And it starts from 4, 5, 6, 7. Those are what we call the crossroads. And I always tell people, look, crossroads is not negative. Crossroads is reminding you to cross the road. Don't be stagnant. Don't just stay there. When a truck is coming, what you supposed to do? Move. Cross the road. So, yeah, people think, oh, yeah, I'm in my crossroad. Oh, my God. What does that mean? It means cross the road. Be decisive. Make the move. Don't stay there. Don't stay stagnant. Stagnant water becomes dirty water. Water has to be moving. Your body has to be moving. Exercise. Don't be stagnant. Make the move to go work out and train and do whatever you got to do. Don't stay stagnant. So when it's time to cross that road, cross it. I had to make a decision to join certain communities on my own when I joined the Unsought community at 16, 17 years of age. I left my mother and left my family and said, you know what? I'm going to move into this community. But all I had was a bag and the first 2 or 3 jelly bears that I bought from that temple before I moved in. I had to cross the road. And then I started going on this journey. We had to cross the road in the 5% nation to go and get those lessons from your enlightenment. And then we had to learn it and study it and apply it. And if you didn't know how to say it right, they would whoop your ass sometimes. If you're going to show and prove, there it is. Then I joined the Nation of Islam. And the nation, you had to write a letter. And the letter had to be precise. Same writing as the letter that the most honorable Elijah Muhammad wrote to Master Farad Muhammad in getting us in that nation. So I had to cross the road. That helped me to become better, helped me to become my best version of myself at those times, because during that time, especially during the 5% going into, from me going in from the 5% nation of God's earth into the Unsought community, the crack era was starting. A lot of the brothers, even in the 5%, was getting caught out there in this crack and drug era. Cracked out, no lie. So we gotta pay attention. So when you're dealing with the word build, let's go to the word build. The word build adds up to a 21. And if you read my book, Numerovation for Mental Stability, 21 is a number of initiation. Initiation. What did I say on page 70 in my book? The symbol of the universe, and called the symbol of the world in tarot. It's also known as the crown of the Magi. The person or the vibration connected to the number 21 gains success after long battles, and the crown of the Magi is only gained after long initiation and the test of your determination. So in order for you to build, you have to have determination. You have to be willing to be initiated just because it adds up to the number 21. And let's not speak about the number 16, because the number 16 in compound numerology, my brothers and sisters, in compound numerology, it's the symbol of victory or defeat, depending on its use in this realm. So if that's a symbol of victory and defeat, we got to be careful in building. We got to know what we're going to do if we're going to be victorious. We got to be creative, and we got to find balance just because of the 1 and the 6. Got to find harmony and then that will bring you to the law of attraction number, which is the 7. But law of attraction can come both ways, both positive and negative. You could build a negative relationship. You could build a positive relationship. It's totally up to you at the end of the day. But it is going to be an initiation. You are going to go through some determination. You're going to go through some trials and strife when you're building something of substance. Can I get an amen or an a woman in the chat? Please give me an amen or a woman in the mother flipping chat. Give me an amen or a woman in the chat. Plant Power said, 22 said, Planter Power said, I know I jumped out the window when I released meat, fish, chicken, cigarettes, alcohol, and cocaine almost 3 years ago. Congratulations, Plant Power. That's an Instagram. On Instagram, they said that. Big up to the Instagram crew. Thank you, Willow, for the amen. But Plant Power, I'm proud of your journey, Plant Power 22. Proud of your journey, Planter Power, Plant of Power 22. Thank you for your journey. And thank you for sharing that in the chat and on Instagram. And don't be afraid to share on the chat on the Instagram, family. Don't worry. So it's an initiation. And remember, 16 is also the number of planning or you plan to fail. Number 16, as you read on in my book, Numerovation for Mental Stability, it's in the tarot card, it's called the number of the tower. It's like a shattered citadel. But it says 16 gives warning that plans must be made in advance. You can't build nothing without engineering it. You can't build no bridges without an engineer. And the engineer comes from what you laid down and planned and put the blueprint out. You got to lay the blueprint. If you want to build anything, build a business, build a relationship, build a house, build an edifice, you got to have blueprints. I'm just saying, you got to have blueprint. I'll drink to that. I got green juice. Thanks to Queen of Four, Supernova Slum, and people like KT, I got green juice. But something else that I found interesting when I looked at the word building, and my spirit said, wait a minute. Oh, you'll notice on the board, I'm going to show y'all something on the board. My spirit didn't tell me to go anywhere else with this, with any other word, but when I put up the word building last night, because I wrote this last night, understand, when I do these things, I do this like the night before, and I go and ponder and research and all. Building adds up to 42, which is a 6. And again, 25 adds up to a 7. In the Chaldean system, it adds up to 25, which is a 7. Two different forms of 7 under the word build, but building adds up to 25, which is 7. And if you read my book, the only reason I keep on directing people to my book, because I use multiple systems. I use the compound numerology system. I use the tarot system. I use all kinds of different systems. The Chaldean and the Pythagorean in my book. I don't just stay with Pythagorean. I don't just stay with Chaldean. I have to show you the holistic. And there's more you can go into. Japanese, all that, but I stayed with the focused ones that people are very familiar with, whether it's tarot, whether it's the tarot numerology, whether it's the Chaldean or the Pythagorean. That's where I stay. So what I found very interesting is that it added up to a 42, which again, that building adds up to the balanced numbers, the healing numbers. Remember, all even numbers are healing numbers, or numbers that's supposed to bring balance. So if you're born connected to the number 2, 4, 6, or 8, all those even numbers represents balance. The odd numbers represents something that's initiated. Number 1 initiates, making new beginnings. Number 3 expands, initiates expansion. Number 5 initiates freedom. Number 7 initiates analysis and spiritual growth. Number 9 is an assertive initiation of completion. It initiates, while the even numbers deal with balance. See, that's why I'm teaching this class, and I'm telling y'all, family, join the class, join the workshop on the 22nd. And if you can't make it for the live, you will get the recording anyway. Everybody is going to have access to the link after. And everyone that purchased my grammar of numerovation, because I'm dealing with my system of numerovation while using astronumerology and all the stuff that I've learned over the years, everybody will receive a free ebook. Everybody that joins my class will receive. Other than that, it's $5.55. If you want the ebook, you could always send me a donation of $5.55 right now, and I will email you the ebook, but send it through PayPal and all the stuff that's pinned to the top of the chat, because right now I got it pinned to the top of the chat. So I got a new ebook. I worked on this ebook all afternoon. And this is the first volume, because I got a whole lot of lessons that I got to put into ebook, and then I might turn it into a physical book. So everybody that joins this class will get a free ebook for all workshop participants on February the 22nd. So please go to my Linktree. It's pinned to the top of the chat on the bottom link. That's the Linktree, and go pay for the classes. Come on and join me. We're going to have a good time. And again, if you can't make it, you will still get the link, so you can watch it over and over, because it belongs to you after you pay for the classes. That's up to you. All right. So yeah, man. Oh, it's going to be fun. The grammar of numerovation and how to consciously articulate. Like what I do here, I want you to consciously articulate it in your way for yourself, for your family, to help you. You don't have to follow me if you don't want to. You don't have to come to me. But I do want you to learn, because in the books that I write, and you're going to see moving forward when it comes to numerology, my numerovation system is going to be very important for mental stability moving forward, because we are suffering badly from mental health. I was just listening to Les Brown this morning. His birthday is tomorrow. And he spoke about mental health. And this is the only book of its kind. Google it up. Numerovation, with that title, Numerovation for Mental Stability. The only book of its kind. And it will not only help young people, it will help older people also as they're about to leave this planet. So if you're a birth doula or a transitional doula, this book can help you to read to the elder and see what you can extract in their mind and put into their head, because the mind is still absorbing stuff no matter how old they are. Read to the child, because towards the in another segment of my book, I reveal the superpowers of the basic superpowers of each number. When you start on page 78 in my book, I give number one's basic superpower. Number two's, people born under the number two or connected to number two, basic superpowers that adults should look at for children, nieces, nephews, grandchildren. Look at that, what to bring out. I put it in the book. It's in there. I'm not playing with y'all. I wish I had that when I was younger. Because if you look at my book, and I said, let me read what I said about the number one. I'm born February the 1st, right? It says, number one children. It says, it says, they must be encouraged to be innovative throughout their lives. So their parents must be willing to take these number one children, people born on the 1st, the 10th, the 19th, or the 28th of the month. That's what I'm talking about. They should be willing to take these number one children to places where their imaginative juices can start to flow with new ideals. Number one's superpower thrives on trusting their intuition and cultivating originality and the pioneering spirit deep within them. I'm not playing with y'all. I want your children to know. And sometimes you might have prodigal sons and prodigal daughters that don't want to listen to mommy and don't want to listen to daddy. They don't want to build the bridge. They don't want to keep on building with mommy and daddy because of what they encourage. Because sometimes, but you got to keep on teaching them when they're young, because even if they depart for a little bit, they still got it in their heads in their formative years. They still have it in their head. And I know in my journey, because I was chasing entertainment and not incorporating my family, I dropped the ball a lot of times. I know that. I know I dropped the ball. I was juggling. And all of a sudden, all the balls that went down and hit me on my head. I juggle. I could admit that. As a man, I had to admit that I dropped the ball a lot of times with my own children. But the word building, let's get back to the word building. Very important. The word building, although it adds up to 42, which are healing numbers, 42 equals 6, 2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate? Appreciate yourself. Appreciate the good vibrations around you from other people. 25. Remember, in my book, the number 25, the compound number 25, in my book is the symbol of strength, experience, observation, strife and trials, and endurance. So when you're building something, you're going to go through, you got to have strength. You got to use your experience. You got to observe what you're doing. And you have to expect the unexpected when it comes to strife and trials, but you got to be able to endure because it adds up to that frequency that represents that. Adds up to that frequency that represents that. But my spirit said something. And I want to show you what my spirit said. And I'm going to share a little wisdom from my spirit says, look at when I added and my spirit said to go only with this word, building. When I added the double numbers, 23 plus 93 plus 49 plus 57, it added up to 222. My spirit told me to go there. It didn't tell me to go there with these words. It told me to go there with this. Last night, I wrote this. Last night, I wrote this. And I usually like to go with my spirit more now than ever. And then when I did it in the Chaldean system, it added up to 133. I want to go to the angel. No, I want to go to my angel number book. Hold on one second. Let me see if I could pull it up real quick. Hold on. I'm going to show y'all a sample of my angel number book. Hold on one second. I'm going to give y'all a sample. Hold on. I got to find it in the computer now. I got it not in this computer, but I have it in the computer. Where did I put it? Oh, Lord have mercy. Oh, Lordy, Miss Claudia. Oh, Lordy, Miss Claudia. Let me stop playing with y'all. Let me see my preparation for the book. Let me go to that number. I want to go to 222 just to show you how I'm writing the book. It's not just going to be positive. I got to give you the positive and the negative of the number 222. All right, let me show you. I'm going to it right now. Where is it at? Here it is. It's not going to be blown up, but I'm gonna show it on the board. No, I'm not going to show it on because it's not ready yet. But in my book, 222 represents balance and trust. I'm reading it right now. Here it is, balance and trust. The positive meaning of 222 is a powerful number of balance, harmony, and trust in divine timing. So when you're building something, you have to have trust, balance, and trust in divine timing. It's a sign, I'm reading my book again, it's a sign that everything is unfolding as it should, and your patience and faith will be rewarded in your building. I'm talking about building because when I added the double words, the double numbers, 23 plus 93 plus 49 plus 57, like my spirit told me to, I got 222. The negative of the number 222, because I got to give y'all the negative. I'll give y'all the positive meaning. I give y'all the positive meaning in my book. That's going to be coming out. And the book is called, those who don't know, this is a new book that's about to hit the streets. This one right here, about to hit the street. I'm just in my editing. Right now. I'm editing right now. This one I was able to do real quick. Last night, I was able to do this one real quick because it was based on my lessons that I've taught last year. A lot of the lessons from last year. I put this ebook together and I gave some assignments in the ebook so y'all can follow through and write your. Matter of fact, the assignments are writing at least a paragraph or an essay about what that assignment meant to you and how it can help you with your growth and development. That's how my ebooks work. I want you to grow and develop by writing things out and applying it. So let me go back to what I said in my own book. Let me show you what I say. I'm not finished yet. I'm not finished yet. Let me show you. The negative of 222. The negative 22 of 222, the negative meaning. I got that. That's how my book is going to give you the positive, the negative, and it's going to give you the numerovational insight, the angle that you need to take. The negative meaning, you might feel impatient. You might feel impatient or doubt the process of building, because the word building adds up to 22 from another perspective, 222 from another perspective. You might feel impatient or doubt the process, which could create unnecessary stress or imbalance in your life. And then the numerovational insight that I put at the bottom of all three of those aspects are going to be in my book called The Numerovational Angles and Angel Numbers. Numerovational insight, and it specifically says numerovational insight. Maintain harmony in your life and trust the divine flow. Then I give you an affirmation. Affirm, I trust in divine timing and create balance and harmony in all areas of my life. Now, let me ask my audience. I'm going to do 133 also. Let me ask my audience. Do you feel that what I'm going to be presenting in my numerovation book, my new numerovational angles book, will it be helpful to the world? Please put the number 1 in the chat if you believe it will be helpful to the world when they start seeing these constant numbers showing up. If you believe that it will be, my new book will be helpful to the world, please put the number 1 in the chat. If you believe that whatever I put in that numerovational book, this book right here, is going to be helpful to the world, please put the number 1 in the chat. People are doing it. Thank you very much. I see the ones popping up. Thank you very much. I see the ones popping. I'm showing it on the screen. I'm showing y'all on the screen. I see the ones popping up. Let me go to Instagram. I see the ones popping up. Thank you very much. People are popping up. I see the ones popping up. I see them popping up. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I see the ones popping up. I'm not here to play with people because I don't know how long I have on this planet. You don't know how long you have on this planet. Do not leave this planet without sharing your unique gift. Do not leave this planet. And some people think because you're young, you think you got time. I know a lot of young people when I was young that got taken out. They thought they had time. Sometimes you don't have time, but you just got to do now. Sweet mama, oh, sweet mama, thank you for your love, sweet mama. Thank you for your love, sweet mama. Thank you for your love, sweet mama. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your love, sweet mama, all the time. She's a big supporter. Thank you very much all the time, sweet mama. I had to sing that song for you, girl. But let me read 133. Let me take this off the board right now. Read 133. Let me read 133 in my book. I'm actually giving y'all a surprise reading from my book. 133. Going to it right now in my email. Hold on, because I email myself. Okay, 133. See, I already edited 133, so I know it's been edited. This one is the raw version, but the 133, I'll show you that I'm not playing. Hold on, let me show y'all that I'm not playing. I like to show y'all better than I can. Let me remove that, and I will show y'all. Let me stop sharing my thing here. I'll show y'all I'm not playing, okay? I'm going to show y'all that I'm not playing. Let me share screen, okay? Where you at? There you go. Is that it? Boom, there it is. There it is. I'm going to share screen so y'all can see it. It might be a little small because that's what I typed up and had to, a lot of the book, I wrote a lot of this stuff and then had to type it. I wrote it on paper and had to type. All right, so this is 33 right here. This is 133. This is what we're at right now. I'm going to read what I had. If you can't see it, it's all right. Don't worry. I'm not going to even. But 133, creativity and divine protection. When building, because the word building, when I added up 26 plus 13 plus 41 plus 53 adds up to 133, my spirit told me to go there, which I'm going to start doing even more using when I get the book, when the book is out, when I start I'm going to start going with my spirit and just getting those numbers out, those angel or angle numbers, it says 133 says creativity and divine protection. Positive meaning. Positive meaning. This is positive meaning right here. 133 emphasizes creativity and divine protection. It's a message that the angels, I actually added even more to that, angels and ascended masters are supporting your creative endeavors and encouraging you to express yourself fully. The negative, you may feel creatively blocked or doubt the support around you, which could lead to frustration and hesitation. While building, you can go through that. It's the word building. The word building adds up to 133. In the negative say you may feel creatively blocked or doubt the support around you, which could lead to frustration. But the numerovational insight, that's the angle I'm going. That's the angle. Trust in your creative ability and the divine support guiding you. And then the affirmation that I have after it, affirm, I express my creativity with confidence, knowing I am divinely protected. Isn't that powerful? Isn't that powerful that I'm writing that in my own book? Let me see what Doreen Virtue says about those two sayings. Totally different, because remember, I'm giving the positive, the negative, and the numerovational insight. What she says about 222, she says, trust that everything is working out exactly as it's supposed to. The divine blessings for everyone involved. Let go and have faith. So divine, that's what she says in her book about 222. What does she says about 133? Now, my book is different because I give the positive, I give the negative outlook, and I give the numerovational insight or angle you need to take. That's why my book is going to be different than everybody else's book from my perspective. Everybody else's perspective is right and exact because that's their perspective. Think about that. It's right and exact. That's their perspective. It's all right. So let's see what Doreen Virtue says in her book about 133. I just read to you what I said about from my book. It says, 133 says, you have nothing to fear or worry about, as the ascended masters are completely supporting and surrounding you in all ways. That's all she says in her book. She kept it simple. But again, I have to give the positive and the negative and then the insight. I got to give you all the balance, got to show you all the ways. From a basic perspective, I'm not doing no deep writing, and the book ain't going to be this thick. No. It's not going to be that thick. It's going to be thick enough, but it's not going to, it probably be as thick as her book. But it ain't gonna be that thick, because if I kept on going with the insight that I kept, sometimes I was writing, I had to jump up in the morning, jump up at night, and started writing in my book. I can show you better than I can tell you. Let me show y'all that I'm not joking. A lot of my writings, here it is, a lot of the writings to my angel number book was in writing on paper. A lot of my writings for my angel number book was in paper, and I had to jump up early in the morning. You gotta get up early. Even here, look at it. This whole book is all angel number book. I was writing on paper, then had to type. I'm not playing with this. Dr. Africa used to write all his books, every book you seen, the thick ass books that Dr. Africa, he wrote it on paper first, pen to paper or pencil to paper, and then his editors and everybody else typed. I'm typing myself. I don't have no personal typist that type fast, and I don't type that fast. That's why it's taking a little bit more time. He has 7 editors for one or two of his books. Sometimes 3 editors. Sometimes his wife did it by herself in the beginning. Then she had to hire people out. So I'm not playing. I'm telling you what I do. I'm serious about what I do. That's why. So that's why when you see books like this that's going to come out, or you've seen any one of my books, it all happened on paper first. All of my books came out with paper first, pen to paper. And then I typed it up on the computer, and then I uploaded or sent it to my editor. And then my editor did this, that. That's my process. You might have a whole nother process. You might need to do all of that. But that is my, you know what, sweet mama, you always contribute to me all the time, man. Make sure you text me your email and I will send you my workbook. I mean, my this new book. I will send you this new ebook if you don't mind. So, sweet mama, text me, please, and I will send you. You support me all the time. And there's a few other brothers or sisters that support me all the time. But she just supported me again. So, what, free mama, sweet mama, being so sweet, I will send you this via email today. All you have to do is text me at 347-496-1022. Sweet mama, you sent me a $20 donation. I will text you that. I will send you my ebook today. It's free with everybody that joins the workshop, but I will send you the book after I finish this broadcast today. I will upload it and send it to you. It's a PDF, book. So yeah. So please. You know, you're attending the workshop. So, then I got to send you the email anyway. I got to send it to you anyway. So, all right, well, hey, I got to send it to you anyway. But thank you very much. But I'm going to send it to everybody that even pre-played, because I just finished the ebook last night. I just finished this ebook last night. 9 o'clock, I finished this. I started around 3 o'clock because I had to learn how to do the ebook through Canva. So I was listening to a video by, I think her name is Kimberly Lachey, forgot her name, but she's a good, she spoke well. I like a Black woman. She was a melanated woman. She was speaking well. And I learned how to do the ebook on Canva. And I do have Canva on my phone, but I did it on my computer because I needed to see everything big. Okay, so again, before I close out, family, the importance of recognizing your mathematical glory, your mathematics, through the words that we say and through your name, because even if your name added up to 42 or added up to 25, it has a significant way to guide you, because your name reveals your gift, talents, and skills. Your spiritual name reveals your gift, talents, and skills. Your nickname reveals your gift, talents, and skills. Think about it. Think about it. Think about it. So the workshop that I'm going to be teaching this on the 22nd is the grammar of numerovation and how to consciously articulate it for yourself. And even if you have to make up your own saying for certain things, because sometimes a lot of the numerologists that you're hearing, some of them made up their own meaning for the, for the pinnacle number, that's when you add the month plus the day, I call it an alignment number. Somebody else call it a pinnacle number. Another person calls it an achievement number. But I can use all of them. I said, okay, that's the first pinnacle, that's your alignment, or that you're aligned with, so you could achieve. I tell the story just like that. I'm not going to leave out none of the language that they're teaching us. Because I'm going back to even sidereal, sidereal numerology. I got to talk about that Vedic numerology. I have to go back to numerologists during that class. I got to go back to numerologists like Miss Dow from back in the 1800s. I'm going to go back to what's the name? The one who invented the word or coined the word numerology. I got to go to Julian Seaton. I was studying them last night and saying, okay, this person said it this way. This person said it that way. That's how I got to look at these things. I got to open people's mind up to know that these people of the past sometimes said this was a destiny number or this was a life path number. This was a one person called it a vibration number. Another person called it a. Sometimes they didn't even have all life path and all that. Some of them didn't even have it. They just paid attention to the interpretation. They didn't care about what the numbers were. They just understood that if the numbers show up, interpret it, break it down, give insight. They didn't call it life path or soul urge and all that. A lot of them, it started growing and becoming part of the grammar. Within years, things started coming in. It's just like the word car wasn't always around. We was riding on horse and buggy until the car was introduced into the English language. Then car became something. A lot of people don't realize that the car back in those days when Ford came out with his first car, the religious world, let's say the Christian world at that time, was calling the car the devil's carriage. They called it the devil's carriage. Now everybody driving this devil's carriage to this day. Because people at that time had limited mind and was afraid of what this new development, the bridges that they was building. The building, those were the building process. Inspiration. So let me finish off these lessons, family. Let me finish off the lesson. I know. I can chat. Me know me can chat. Let me take that down. Boom. Let me take that down. I don't need that anymore. And right after this, I'm going on the computer to edit the angel numbers book, angle numbers book. I'm going right on the computer to do some more work on that. Keep it moving because I got to finish this thing off. Whew. Lord have mercy. Man, I want to finish it by spring, at least by March 21st or March 22nd. I want to make sure it's finished up. It might even be earlier than that. I'm definitely looking at, because the graphic artist did call me and say he got the pictures ready for me. All right, now going back to the lessons. Not crossing bridges, fear of change or growth. Spiritually avoiding a bridge means resisting transformation or fearing the unknown. Sometimes a spiritual lesson requires us to take a leap of faith and cross into new experiences to fulfill our divine purpose. Physical meaning: building bridges, strengthening relationships and opportunities. In the physical world, building bridges means networking, maintaining friendship, and nurturing connection that benefits personal growth, personal and professional growth. What did I say? The word building adds up to a number 6. That is the number of nurturing. All these healing numbers is their own nurturing factor, but 6 is primarily known as nurturing. So when I go back to the lesson, what does the lesson say? Physical world, building bridges means networking, maintaining friendship, and nurturing connections that benefits personal and professional growth. Man, we can't be playing with this. Then I go on to say it also reflects constructive actions, working towards long-term goals and fostering teamwork. Teamwork makes the dream work. Number 2, burning bridges, cutting off what no longer works. How many of you had to cut off what no longer works, family? How many of you had to cut off what people, places, and things that no longer work? Please put the number 9 in the chat if you had to cut people off or cut situations or move from one country or move from one state or move somewhere. If you had to cut something off that no longer works, put the number 9 in the chat right now. I like what Mastering Healing at Home said. Yes, thank you very much, Mastering. Yeah, sometimes that whole day went by so fast. I was doing my book. I was doing the ebook and it was nighttime already. But I was so pinned on this computer and I had the lights on. So I had my lights on, my ring lights on and everything else. So I didn't even know it turned into night. That's how deep it went last night. Cause I did the ebook. And the ebook is only $5.99, $5.55. But I did this ebook last night from 3 to 9 because I had to learn how to do the ebook and all that. But by the time it was 9 o'clock, by the time I finished this book. So it's well worth it, family. And in the book, I give you assignments. Now, if you're coming to the workshop, you're going to get it for free. If you're going to do the workshop, it's going to get. But if you want the book and you can't make the workshop, you're going to still get it. If you pay for the workshop, you'll still get it. But if you want the workshop, you want the book to send to somebody else or whatever, hey, Just it's only $5.55. I'm not even charging that much for it. I'm not even doing that. I really, now that I know how to do the ebook, I'm like, oh, okay, I got this. I'm going to pay for the Canva. I'm just doing my 30-day trial now. Let me pay for the Canva and get this thing popping. Let me stop playing. I got more. And that's just volume one. I got probably 10 volumes that I got to put out of that. 10 volumes. Same title, but it's going to be volume one. On the ebook, you'll see it says volume one or part. It's going to say part one. All right. So physically burning a bridge can mean severing ties with people, jobs, or habits that are unhealthy and no longer aligned with our purpose. However, if done impulsively, it may lead to regret or lost opportunities in the future. How many of you have done things impulsively and you regretted it after? It could have been something you said to your mother, your father, your brother, whatever. How many of you have done something impulsively yet you regret it later on? Please put the number 8 in the chat if you have done something impulsive. I've done it before, impulsively saying things. That's why I tell people when it comes to a man, especially when it comes to men, don't sometimes our sisters want to talk right away, and sometimes men got to think before they talk. Remember, they got to go to their logical vibration before they connect with their emotional vibration. So you don't want a man to just go like this, rah. All of a sudden we be sounding like Rick James. You see what Rick James did on that stage? No matter who I am, my name is Rick James. Because now you don't agitate him now. He gonna speak his mind. I'm born the same day as Rick James. Do not agitate me. Do not agitate me to come and talk to you. I want to talk now. And I realize that my son is like that too. Some of my children, the rest of my sons, a lot of my sons are like that too. Don't agitate them. They got their daddy's blood. Don't agitate them. I'll talk to you when I can feel I can talk to you. Sometimes I had to tell somebody recently, sometimes you got to let a man or a woman retreat to their own corners so they can reflect on what happened and what went wrong and what did this and blah. You got to be very careful because men and women think differently. Although both of us have masculine and feminine in us, because the function of the body, what we came through to do, we still have those functions. And I don't care what type of man you are. There's a lot of cross this and cross that now, but you agitate. Let me tell you something. I knew a homosexual hairstylist. May he rest in peace. He transitioned. I think he died of AIDS or something like that. I knew a homosexual hairstylist named Zoe. Those who are in Brooklyn remember Zoe from over there on Fulton Street back in the day. And I knew him because I used to drop flyers in he was a Jamaican guy. Allowed me to drop flyers and promote reggae concerts and all that. And he used to come out to the concerts dressed flamboyant and do his thing. He was a guy that used to, if you agitate him, he's not going to act like the woman. That man, that guy, that Zoe, may he rest in peace because he was a good guy. No matter if he was a homosexual, he never tried to push up on me. But that dude will take a shandy buckle or a Guinness buckle and bust it upside your head. Him and I was the same height. He was slim too. But he was not afraid because he came from a real bad part of Jamaica and moved to America. And as through whatever abuse or whatever happened to him, he became homosexual. But he was able to articulate that homosexuality in America. He couldn't do that in Jamaica because Jamaica dangerous when it comes to that. Back in that day, because we was all back in the 80s and 70s, that's dangerous to try to come out. There's a law against homosexuality in Jamaica called boogery. So that dude, if you aggravated him or come and try to disrespect him in his his beauty salon, yo, he had his knife ready, he had his bottles ready, he would attack you with everything. And I seen his anger come out against a guy one time who thought he was big and bad, and because he was a masculine male, and try to push up on Zoe. Zoe wasn't playing that. So Rest in peace, Zoe. Zoe showed me as a little frame dude like myself, protect yourself with everything. All this will become a weapon as fast as possible. I will choke you out with a damn mouse cord. With my, I would choke. I can choke somebody out with my charger cord. I was taught that. Or a women can choke somebody out with their scarf around their head. If you got a head wrap, you got to learn to choke somebody out. I'm just saying. But that brother wasn't to be messed with back in the day. So big up to Zoe and his soul and his spirit, whatever he's doing in the other realm. May he rest in peace. And I think he had children too, but before he came out. But it is what it is. But getting back to the lesson, everything is a weapon. Yep, that's what I was taught in dojos. Everything is a weapon. That's what I was taught by Master Duncan. That's what we was taught by Master Dr. Powell, Soke Littlejohn. That's what we was taught. Everything is a weapon. Somebody just put that in the chat. So yes, everything is a possible weapon. You're damn right. Everything is a weapon. I know a guy that can cut your throat with a playing card. And he could throw the card into your chest. Big up to Master Aaron, Sensei Aaron. Big up to him. Master Duncan loved him because he could do that stuff. He could throw a darn card into a can. He used to be able to stick a card into a can. Just a playing card right into a can. He's still alive, though. That's my brother. He used to do security for Public Enemy back in the day also. So big up to Master. I got to get him on my show. He born December 27th. Big up to Master Aaron, Sensei Aaron. He formed his own system called Boxing. So big up to him. All right. So let's go back to the lesson. Let's finish this off. I know I don't want to keep y'all. Damn, I'm already an hour in. I wanted to boom, 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 physically burning bridge, however done impulsively. Okay, let's go. Number 3, not crossing bridges, stagnation or avoidance. Inaction in crossing a bridge may mean missed chances, staying in a comfort zone, or avoiding difficult but necessary transitions. Many of us don't cross bridges because we're comfortable. Many of us don't cross certain bridges because we're comfortable. And remember the old saying, comfort is the enemy of progress. Comfort is the enemy of progress. Thank you, Kafunya. Comfort is the enemy of progress. Growth requires taking bold steps forward, even when the next stage is uncertain. Woo! Even when the next stage is uncertain, you got to take those bold steps. Balanced perspective. We almost finished, family. We almost finished. Balanced perspective. Knowing when to build, burn, or cross. I want to do the word cross. If you don't mind, I did burn already. I did build already. I want to wipe out. I want to do the word cross. I want to do the word cross right here in your face. Word cross. I want to do the word cross right in your faces. I want to do the word cross right here, right in your faces. Light skinned it, dark skinned it, whatever faces you got, white skinned it. I want to do it in your face right now. I want y'all to see it. The word cross. C-R-O-S-S. Notice the double S's. Always know when you see double S's or double letters or doubling letters, that's the master number frequency is connected to. And double S's is master number 11 and master number 33. In the Pythagorean is master number 11. In the Chaldean is master number 33. Let's finish it off. 33, 3, 9, 2, 6, and 7. So why did I mention that? Because, hold on one second. Why did I mention that? Because whatever this adds up to, the master number frequencies within the word or the name adds more power to it, both positive and negative. So whatever this adds up to, we're going to do the adding right now. So we do 3 plus 9 equals 12. 12 plus 6 equals 18. 18 plus the 2 equals 20. So the word cross in the Pythagorean system adds up to 20. Again, 20 shows up. 20 is the number of divine awakening and judgment. Cross. But because it has the master number 11 in the Pythagorean system that deals with the spiritual equilibrium you must have also when you're crossing over something or you're crossing out something, there have to be spiritual insight. 2 is also a number of insight. That number 20 is the number of divine awakening to some type of truth, divine judgment, judging appropriately with your intuition. When you're crossing something out or you're crossing this or crossing that, even when you cross a street, you have to pay attention with your intuition, because just because the red light is up and you're supposed to cross don't mean that the car is going to follow through, because something could be happening and that person might. You got to always, even when you're crossing a street, when you cross the street, you got to pay attention to your intuition. Even when you cross something. In the Chaldean system, the word adds up to a number 5. Let's see, 5 plus 10 plus 3 equals 18. Two numbers that contradict or challenge each other, the 2 and the 9. 9, of course, is the highest level, but on the negative, 9 is also the number of war, contention. Jamaica, we used to say people, that person got crosses, that person crosses. Them have crosses, them are crosses. That means they negative or they're negative, they're bad-minded in Jamaica. When you say crosses or them cross you, something negative, something that some problem happened if somebody crossed you. 9 on its negative is contention, war, argument. Number 2 on its negative is indecisiveness, the refusal to be a companion or work with somebody. That's number 2 on its negative. So cross can have its positive and its negative. Man, look, I ain't new to this. I'm true to this. Always remember that. I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. Always remember this. I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. So when you cross a bridge, you have to have insight and you have to think on a higher level to know that when you get across, or know that when you're crossing a bridge at anything, or you decide to cross a bridge anytime, that you're going to be all right on the other side. Unless you intuitively know there's an enemy on the other side. Because again, when I put the 2 together, the 2 plus the 9 equals what? 11. 11 still says be insightful. Pay attention to your intuition. A lot of numerologists won't do that. They're not going to put the Pythagorean and the Chaldean and then mesh the 2 and add to see another level of insight. A lot of numerologists will just stay on Pythagorean. A lot of numerologists that stay on Chaldean. A lot of them won't look at the master numbers within the number within it also. They won't look at the master numbers within it. That's why I tell people, that's why I'm teaching the grammar of numerovation. The grammar of numerovation and how to consciously, because this is consciously. I wasn't thinking about finding the 11 until I seen 2 and 9. And because 2 and 9 in certain system of numerology can be a challenge to each other, when I add it together as up to 11, so it brings equilibrium if you understand the use of the 2 and the 9. If you understand the use and the necessity from the 2 and the 9, which is 11, then you bring spiritual equilibrium, which is the number 11. Yo, this is some powerful stuff, family. People think I'm playing when I'm doing what I do. But this is all downloads and uploads as I've been galvanizing and take. And like I tell you, I write. Look how big this book is. I write. I like to write. And when I get up in the morning, I dream about something. I'm like, oh, I got to write this down. I'm like, why did I dream about that? Wait a minute. Why are you deleting? You know, because you start forgetting your dream. Why are you deleting? Wait a minute. Where are you going? I got to write. All right. So last but not least, family, let's get it in. Hold on one second. Let's finish it up. Let's finish it up. Let's finish it up. Let's finish it up. Last part of it. Spiritually, bridges symbolize lessons, karma, and destiny, guiding us towards connections that help or challenge us. Physically, bridges represents relationships, careers, personal choices, where we must be mindful of what we nurture or release. Last one, balance is key. Knowing when to build, when to burn, and when to take a step forward in faith. That is the balance. That is the key. My final thoughts, family. And before I close out, I want to say thank y'all very much for being a part of it. But my final thoughts are very important. You've been tuning in to building, burning, or not crossing bridges. Those are decisions that we all have to make in life, whether you're young or old. So once you start to get to know yourself, they are decisions. And I know sometimes life be life in family. I understand. My final thoughts are life is about bridges. Some we build, some we must burn. Some we need the courage to cross. The wisdom lies in knowing which action to take in each moment, ensuring our decisions align with growth, peace, and purpose. You got to ensure that whatever decision you make, whether you go down the high road or the low road, you got to ensure your decisions align with growth, peace, and purpose. On that note, family, thanks for your time and greatness from King Simon. Those who want to call in and tell me how you feel about this lesson, here's the number right now. If you want to call in, just make sure you turn down anything that you're listening to and talk to me directly over the phone. The number is right there. If you'd like to call in, call in. The number is right there, 718-210-8853. I got a little time. I'll take 2 or 3 callers. Call in. Tell me how you felt about the lessons today and what bridges that you had to cross or what you had to burn. You could call in right now at 718-210-8853. That's 718-210-8853. It's important that we learn the different aspects of things in life because it does help us. Again, if you want to call in, people are calling in. Remember, turn down your apparatus and talk to me directly to the phone. I don't want any feedback, all right? Greetings, how you doing?
Hi, Mr. Simon. How you doing?
Hey, who am I speaking with?
This is Master in Healing at Home.
Hey, how you doing, Master of Healing at Home? How did you enjoy the lesson today, sister?
I came in right when you were talking. Do you hear? I'm talking to you on my Bluetooth.
Oh yeah, you might
giving me an echo.
Yeah, you might have to take off the Bluetooth there. You might have to take off the Bluetooth.
Okay, I'm gonna take off my Bluetooth and
put
you on speakerphone. Hopefully you can hear.
Talk to me directly in the phone. Turn down anything else, okay? Go ahead. While she's doing that, we're gonna make that happen, okay? While she's doing that, but family, people can call in again. I'll take 3 callers. Yes, hello. You ready?
Okay, I'm on.
You sound much better. Yeah, go ahead. Talk to me.
So luckily, I came in live when you were talking about the number 16, which is my number.
Okay.
And I've always resonated with what you were saying.
Yes.
I learned about you through Dr. Alicia Keys or Alicia.
Oh, Kaye. Kaye. Alicia Kaye. Dr. Alicia Kaye.
Yes, and oh my God, thank you so much just for everything that you were saying during the live. You listed some information which gave me some insight relating to my kids also, and that was also a plus.
Wonderful.
And some of the things that you were saying, it also helped me just realize more so who I am and why I do some of the things that I do. I'm hoping I can attend your session that you have coming up, your class that you have coming up. I'm going to look into it after you get off of this live, and hopefully I can attend it. Because I'm excited to learn more and dive more into numbers.
Oh, sure.
not only for myself, my kids, but also to be able to help my patients.
Yes,
so thank you.
I know a few doctors that use numerology to help their patients, and sometimes they call me a few times to ask me certain things. So yes, thank you very much, my dear. And let's just make sure you lay out the blueprint for yourself and do what you got to do.
Yes, thank you so much. I appreciate everything that you do.
I appreciate you, my sister. Take care. Thank you.
Have a blessed one.
You too. All right. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. People are great out there, man. Loving these people. And again, I don't have a million people following me, but I have quality people that follow me. Sometimes with a million people, you got a whole bunch of trolls and a bunch of crazy. I ain't got no time for that. Trolls show up on my channel probably once every 3 months. Once or maybe twice every 3 months. There was a troll that showed up, and that was been like 3 months later. This is it. But again, those who want to call me and tell me how they felt about the lesson, please. And big up to that sister, Mastering Healing at Home. Let me put her YouTube up. I guess her thing up there. There it is. That's her. That's her right there. Mastering Healing at Home. She's the one that just shouted me out, just called in. Thank you very much, my dear sister. If you want to call in, the number is 718-210-8853. And she mentioned Dr. Alicia Kair. Alicia will be with me on the 19th at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard. A good friend of mine for many years. I met her through Queen of Four, to tell you the truth. She was working with Queen of Four at that time. Matter of fact, she was like Queen of Four's right-hand woman at that time, helping her with the business and taking it to another level. And Dr. Alicia Kair is very good at what she does. Believe me, Kair very good at what she does. She don't live too far from me, too. She lives in Stone Mountain, one of these. She used to live in Lithonia or Stone Mountain, one of these places, but she don't live too far from me. Big up to her. Remember, tonight, we're going to have Dr. Philip Valentine, another doctor that comes to me and asks me about numbers and frequency and all that. One of the elders himself, Dr. Philip Valentine, will be with Brother Sabir Bay, world traveler of the Moorish paradigm. Big up to both of them. Can't wait to have them both on. And remember, my classes are happening on the 22nd. Y'all missed the early bird ticket. The early bird tickets were $33. Now it's $55. I try to give y'all early bird choices. The early bird tickets was from February 1st to my birthday until February the 11th. And now it's $55. But still, those who paid earlier, I will still send all of you a free ebook. I will still to your Eventbrite email. So make sure those that sent earlier or already paid, I will send you a free ebook, of course, of my new workbook my new workbook. And believe me, it's based on some of my lessons that you'll see me produce or present on YouTube last year. I went back into 2024 and really got a lot of the lessons back and like edited them and all that stuff and put it on. The stuff that you see on the board, I put it out. I'm putting out some of it on book form. I got like 10 volumes to come out. This is the first volume that's coming out. And remember, Lloyd Strayhorn is actually teaching a workshop on the 25th. And today is his born day. Happy birthday, Lloyd Strayhorn. Today is his born day. Learning the art of numerology as a career. Make sure you sign up to his courses also. He got a lot of workshops and courses he does. Both of us have a course on Udemy, udemy.com. My course is called Numerovation. His course is Astronumerology, Numbers and You. And then on the 26th, I have this beautiful brother here, Samuel Lee Fudge, Mosiah, the lead actor and writer of Mosiah. I'm going to watch this film right before I do the interview with him. And remember, if you're going to be in New York, check out these people right here. Check it out.
Eye Opener Productions presents Magical Kemet Revisited, Sunday, March 23rd, 2025, from 1:30 p.m. till 7 p.m. In honor of our previous Magical Kemet event 14 years ago, we once again bring you Master Teacher M. Fundishi, J. Hootie Mess, and Professor Kaba Kamene.
In ancient Kemet, they had showed that that's not a star there. I know it's a nebula. And a nebula gives birth to stars. And so Sirius A comes from that nebula. And then the ancient Kemet.ee said, we also come from that nebula, that birthed our star. So this gets really deep. So we're going to, you know, I'm telling people, bring some boots, because it's going to get real deep. We're going in real deep.
In calling,
So
you are
Bishop-
now going to understand that it is time now to move back and get back onto the path of Ma'at. And on the path of Ma'at is where you are on your road to your destiny and what you were called for. And the longer that you go on this road, as you become an elder and you get more mature and you're moving through, your journey becomes clearer.
Make sure you get your tickets in advance for $30. Tickets will be sold at the door for $40. For tickets, scan this code or go to magicalchemet.eventbrite.com. We will be at the Long Island University, Brooklyn campus, Health Science Building. Enter at the gate on Flatbush Extension between DeKalb and Willoughby.
All right, let me go to the phone lines. Who am I speaking with?
Hey, how you doing? This is William.
Hey, William,
And,
what's up, brother? How's
I
everything?
love the lesson.
Thank
You know, I have burned bridges before, but I was able to build them back.
Yes, sir.
And the other day, this ain't pertaining to this lesson, but you told us to take notes on evolution,
Yes.
of spiritual evolution and physical evolution.
Yes.
So, you know, I did my homework on that.
Good.
And, you know, I am honored to be able to learn from you. You know, I'm learning little by little.
Yes, sir.
And I'm grateful and thankful.
Thank
for
you.
your presence.
Thank you, William. Thank you, William. I
And,
hope,
I thank Allah that He created you.
man, I thank
Brother.
Allah that He created us, man. Thank Allah that He created us, my brother. Thank you, brother. Thank
You know.
you. Thank
And,
you.
that's all I really want to say, man. And I'm learning and I'm evolving. And you're one of the reasons why I'm evolving.
Thank you,
As a
brother.
better person.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right.
You welcome. Thank you.
All right. Peace and love. Yeah, that's my brother William, man. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Yes, happy birthday to Lloyd Strayhorn. That's one of the reasons why I'm at what I'm at. He was one of the reasons. Lloyd Strayhorn is one of the reasons why I am doing what I am doing. That's why I always promote him. Y'all notice. Take advantage of this man while he's still here. Today is his 81st birthday. You're going to be surprised. He don't even look 81. Today is his 81st birthday, I believe. So, man, I'll be on his show tomorrow. I'll be on Lloyd Strayhorn's show tomorrow at Numbers on You on YouTube. I'll be on his show tomorrow talking about my workshop, talking about the grammar of numerovation and how to consciously articulate it. You know, don't let Tyrone Poole, he said something real clear. Pooley. He has the same last name as the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. Tyrone Poole said something real clear. And I want to mention this quote to y'all right now. Let me see if I can find the quote in my phone. But this is the guy that runs a platform like PayPal, a brother called One Cash. And I just joined it because I realized his birthday was February 3rd. And I said, man, and then he's born in Georgia, like the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. I said, this boy is related to honorable Elijah. I know this young man is related to the honorable Elijah Muhammad. Y'all can't tell me nothing different. But he says something like this. This is what he said. He's born February 3rd, 1972. His name is Tyrone Poole, Poole. Google him and check him out on TEDx. But he said something that was real clear. This is one of the quotes that I'm going to share on that particular day. He says, "The people who don't even know what the box look like always think outside of it." Powerful. The people, he was talking about thinking out of the box. And he said, the people who don't even know what the box looks like always thinks outside of it. The box always thinks outside of the box. And that's why I founded, and created numerovation. Came out of my very spirit. I dreamt about this name. Because it's not numeration is in the dictionary, numeration or numerical and all that, but numerovation is not in there until I put it in the Urban Dictionary first. And that's why when you Google that word numerovation, my name comes up. The founder, if you go on AI and put in who is the founder of numerovation, my name come up. That means I thought outside of the box. You have to think outside of the box. So when Tyrone, another Aquarian like mine, he's only born 2 days after me, February 1st, he's born February 3rd, because Aquarians can be out of the box thinkers. Darwin was an Aquarian, out of the box. You know, you may not agree with all that ape stuff and people coming from apes, out of the box. Chris Rock, out of the box. So think, you know, but he said, again, let me repeat the quote. People who don't even know what the box look like always thinks outside of the box. Always thinks outside of it. He said that on a TEDx talk that he had. So I'm trying to, with what I do, allow you to think outside of the box. Be an out of the box thinker. Les Brown was an out of the box thinker. Tomorrow is his birthday. Les Brown. Michael Jordan was an out of the box thinker. His birthday is also tomorrow. Kobe Bryant, out of the box thinker. His birthday is August 23rd. You got to be out of the box. Don't let anybody limit you. Tell your young people they're not limited. Even when you're playing in the sandbox, teach them how to pick up some of the sand and go outside of the box and build something else. They don't have to play in the sandbox. The sandbox is just what it is, a sandbox. But you can take the sand out and go build something. Do I have to sound like Bernie Mac up here? Take the sandbox and just build it, or I'm going to bust you to the white meat. One or the other. So it's all right. Anybody else want to call in? You can call in. I'll take one more caller before I get off the line because we are finished already. I'll take one more caller, 718-210-8853. That's 718-210-8853. Thanks for Brother Williams, and thanks for the sister that called in. Of course, she's doing what she has to do with her services, with her children. Think outside of the box. And when you have a certain amount of frequency, especially number 5s, number 4s, number 1s, 8s, they like to think outside of the box. Or if you have a lot of those numbers in your frequency, you'll think outside of the box. Don't get yourself confined. Don't get yourself confined in what somebody, because even when it comes to the grammar of numerovation, or when it comes to language in general, how many of y'all have heard names that you know ain't even in the name dictionary? How many of y'all have heard names by our people that's not even in the name dictionary? That's not even in the name dictionary. I never seen Daishan or Dequan and all of that in no name dictionary, because those names are based on what Europeans have come up with. We will create a whole name. We think outside of the box when we have to. And I believe it's our melanin that allows us to think outside of the box too. And everybody has melanin. Let's not get it twisted. Europeans, Asians, all of them, everybody have melanin. Everybody has melanin. Matter of fact, your organs couldn't work without that carbon energy inside it. That carbonated energy inside it. So it's all good. You understand? So anybody else want to call in? If nobody else want to call in, I'm getting on the heck out of here. I'm going to take a step to the rear and get the heck on out of here. I got things to do. I got to get back on that computer and mess up my eyes a little more. I got to get back on that computer and mess up my eyes. I got to get right back on my computer. I'll probably take a rest first, and then I'll go on the computer. And, phone is ringing. Remember, before you come on my channel, make sure you turn down what you're listening to outside of your phone and talk to me through the phone so I don't get no feedback. All right? And try to avoid Bluetooths and all that other stuff while you're talking to me on the phone. Greetings. Who am I speaking with? Hello?
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, brother? What's going on? How was the lesson today, brother?
It's amazing.
Thank you. Thank you. Amazing grace. What's that?
Right.
Yeah, where you calling from?
New Orleans.
New Orleans. I love NOLA, man. NOLA is beautiful, man. I love NOLA, man. I was out there for a workshop one time. I did a numerology workshop. Nice.
Yeah, I met you at the 9 Ether Fest. You were putting the armbands on. I had a conversation with you.
Oh, what's up, man? How you doing?
Yeah.
What's going on with you?
Nothing. I mean, how you book a reading? Today's my birthday, February 16, 1973.
That's Lloyd Strayhorn's birthday. Today's birthday. If you want to book something, I tell people always text me. Text me. The number is on the screen right now. Text me your full name, date of birth, and an email.
Okay.
Text me your full name always, but because you're born on the 16th, just make sure you plan. Don't ever do anything haphazard. That's one thing I have to offer you. I'm not going to tell you the whole thing because I don't like doing quickies online because it's very personal for me because I go into your name and your birthday and everything. So yeah, it's best for you to book a session and let's really talk, or you just book the pre-recording and it can help you. But always 16 is about creativity and balance, but you got to always plan or you plan to fail. You can't do things haphazardly. I always tell people born on the 16th, you can't do things haphazardly. Janet Jackson is born on the 16th. When you see her stage show, you can tell it's well planned. It's not playing games with people. She come there with the money. She come there to make money, so she got to make sure she presents herself carefully. Phil Valentine is connected to the 16th. He plans his lectures and his workshops. Y'all got to plan or you plan to fail. All right? But there's much more that comes with that. Stay focused. All right?
I will.
All right. Peace and love. All right. Yeah. So, yes. And big up to my girl, Iris, iridologist, Dr. Shakira Moore. Make sure you get pre-orders of her book, The Iris Papers. Many of us are proud of this title. I know I'm especially proud because I inspired her to do it, but I'm proud of this title. And I sent it to Dr. Phil Valentine, who's one of her teachers, and he's proud of this title. And I know Dr. Nalani, his wife, is proud of this title. Big up to also Color Curiosity, who's right now about to videotape her first major account on feng shuiing a house and how to feng shui somebody's house for success, or per-unk a house for success. So I can't wait to see what kind of video she put up with that. Big up Adara Moselle. Make sure you get that free energy work. Well, not free energy work. She got free consultation, but she does energy healing and negative energy removal, or show you how to do it yourself. You know what I'm saying? And big up to Paris Williams, who's also very great at what she does. And she's going to be touring soon. Hit up Paris Williams. Make sure you hit up on all her links right there. And if you want anything dealing with the mind, if you want to do hypnosis, a lot of people are afraid to get hypnotized. I got hypnotized. And what hypnosis does, it helps to clear those subconscious blockings. And if I didn't go through hypnosis, because I tried to come to Georgia in 1999 and I failed. And I went back to New York, landed a major job. It was meant for me to go to New York. I landed a major job on a radio station. And I also landed a morning show. So obviously 1999, although that adds up to a 1, which is my frequency, I thought it was time for me to move, but actually it was time for me to go down to see what I was able to do here in Georgia and come back. And then I landed a new job, a new radio program, because I was that was a number 1 year cycle. That was a number 1 year, 1999. If you break it all down, it'll break down to the number 28, which equals a number 10, which is a 1. So I paid attention to that cycle. But hypnosis with Kendall helped me to come down here a second time to really officially move. And she cleared a lot of energy, a lot of mental blockage just with that one session. Although she says I might need, she suggests people to do 2 or 3 of them. I just needed 1 because I'm born on that 1, and 1 usually works for me. Big up to Carrie Ann Ingram. Carrie Ann Ingram does energy and Reiki and sound healing. So if you want to reduce depression and stress and anxiety or grief or anger that you might be going through, hey, contact Carrie Ann Ingram. Here's my brother DTR. He says one person been reaching out. A few people have been trying. One person reached out to him. But hey, if you want to get your taxes done and you want to get at least financial advisor, contact this brother right here. He can help you out. I'm glad that people just mention my name and he'll hook you up. My son in Georgia got a nice little cleaning company, pressure wash, car detailing, and dumpster wash. Big up to him. And big up to my other son in New York. He has a recording studio called Green Studio NYC. Yeah. I got the blue lens. I got the blue lens on too. I got the blue lens. These glasses that you see I have on. These are the blue blockers. Matter of fact, I got like 1, 2, 3 different blue blockers and blue screen and blue lens. I got the blue lens filter too. I do what I do. I know, because remember, I'm born on the 1st, so number 1 rules the eyes. So I got to protect my eyes all the time. Got to protect my eyes all the time, family. If you do want to book a session with me, text me your full name and date of birth, 347-496-1022 with an email. Yeah, Dr. John Henry Clark did go blind, and I met the great teacher, Dr. John Henry Clark. Yes, he had glaucoma at that time. Yes, I remember. John Henry Clark was a great brother, man. I'm so honored to have met him, man, personally, him and his wife at that time. Get all my books on Amazon right now, or go to my Linktree /KingSimonthenumerovator. That link is pinned at the top of the chat. All you have to do is go to the last link, and that's my Linktree to the classes and to get tickets for my classes and all that. Look out for the new books. I'm editing. Please forgive me. Look out for this book coming out around my grandmother's birthday on June 22nd. And of course, I was working on this all afternoon, so this book is already ready to be sent out. This book is already ready. So those who want the ebook, if you're not going to come to my workshop and get it for free, then you can get it for $5.55. $5.55. That's how much that ebook is worth. $5. It's like 26 pages. And in between every lesson, I give you an assignment to do for yourself. I give you assignments. I have to. It don't make no sense just reading and studying something and don't get any type of an assignment or any type of homework or temple work. Because every assignment that I give you, it's about working on you. It's about working on me. What I do is working on me. Doing the research works on me also. So in closing, I got 2 books by Billy Carson right now. I'm going to give them away for free, but you have to pay for the shipping and handling. This is the last set of these 2. After that, I'm going to have just this book, and that will be cheaper to the free. I'm going to be giving away free humanity book. But right now, all you have to do is text me right now at 347-496-1022. I'm not serving any place outside of the United States. I'm only serving the United States. If you want these books from Billy Carson through Amazon, go to Amazon. But $30 for the shipping and handling. $30 for the shipping and handling for the books. The book is $24 and $23 each book. One is $24, one is $23. So I know it's worth it. But you're going to get to ship. You're going to get a free copy of Billy Carson's book. All you have to do is text me right now at 347-496. The first person to text me at 347-496-1022, I will mail out. My mailing is going out Monday because I have a big stack of mails I got to put out Monday. So this Monday it's going out. All right. So all you have to do is text me. The first person to text me at 347-496-1022 and is able to pay through PayPal, Venmo, or Zelle, please text me at 347-496 and I will send a free copy of Billy Carson's books. But you have to pay for the shipping and handling, which is $30. That's it. And remember, my books are on sale right now. My signed copies of books is on sale right now. This book here, limited copies, but I'm going to sign your name and all that, $36. So if you want my book and Billy's book, we can send it all together. I can send it all together. Signed copy of my book. So that's 36 plus 30. Y'all know that price. So you know what it is. 30 plus 36 equals $66. So if you send $66, then I'll send all 3 of the books. I'll send a copy of this book that you see on the screen, and I will send these 2 books if you're going to send $66. But my copy will be signed. I'm going to let you know that now. My copy will be signed. His is not signed. All right. When you run into Billy next time, you can deal with Billy on that. All right. On that note, family, I want to say Thank you, Dr. B, for this message. I forgive myself, my family, and others for imperfection, and I am thankful for my life. And I want to thank Dr. Delbert Blair. Today is the last day to get those deals on Delbert Blair's website. Please, Universal Creator, know in my heart that I love you. Please protect me and this planet on which I live now. Please open my mind, my spirit, and my soul to receive only truth in your love now. Dr. Delbert Blair, Dr. B, thank y'all very much for so much you've given us. Again, support Dr. Delbert Blair's website. Here's his website right here. Support Dr. Blair and get that percentage off right now. Get that percentage off, 13% off of any size order. I don't care if you're ordering a diodes or a bed mattress. Go ahead and get it. Discount right now for Dr. Blair's site. And for Dr. B, make sure y'all support Dr. B at elevationtime.com, or his Linktree, Dr. B Serious, or his YouTube channel, Dr. B Serious. Support our elders in what they're doing to keep the consciousness alive. Family, have a great day, afternoon, or evening. Remember, you've been watching Building, Burning, or Not Crossing Bridges, a numerovational, spiritual, and physical perspective. Take care. Remember, I love you. You love me. We're a happy family with a great big hug. My children we used to play that for our children all the time. My goodness, I guess that's why they love each other so much. Big up to Barney for that. Because my boys, they don't fight and all that. They really good boys. They don't fight each other. They don't get into all that. They might argue and all that, but they realize how much they love each other. And I think Barney and me and my wife, my former wife at that time, taught them how to love. And they're very loving. There was never been no outgoing fights in the house where we had to throw them out and none of that crazy. They really love each other. And I think Barney was a part of it. I gotta give the respect to that. I love you frequency is a powerful frequency. All right. Have a great day. Remember, I love you because I love me. Take care, family. Peace.
Get ready. The 42nd International Reggae and World Music Award Show is coming to the Coral Springs Center for the Arts, Fort Lauderdale on Sunday, March 20, 2025. Celebrate the biggest names in reggae and world music as we bring nations together through music and culture. Early bird tickets are on sale now. Don't miss out. Grab yours today at thecentercs.com or irama.com and book your stay for an unforgettable weekend. Hurry, prices go up after Thanksgiving. Follow us on social media and visit our website, www.irawma.com, for more details. The 42nd Irama Show, where the world comes to celebrate music.
Eye-Opener Productions presents Magical Kemet Revisited, Sunday, March 23rd, 2025, from 1:30 p.m. till 7 p.m. In honor of our previous Magical Kemet event 14 years ago, we once again bring you Master Teacher M. Fundishi, J. Hootie Mess, and Professor Kaba Kamene.
In ancient Kemet, they had showed that that's not a star there. I know it's a nebula. And a nebula gives birth to stars. And so Sirius A comes from that nebula. And then the ancient Kemet.ee said, we also come from that nebula. That birthed our star. So this gets really deep. So we're going to, I'm telling people, Bring some boots, because it's going to get real deep. We're going in real deep.
In calling,
So
you are
Bishop-
now going to understand that it is time now to move back and get back onto the path of Ma'at. And on the path of Ma'at is where you are on your road to your destiny and what you were called for. And the longer that you go on this road, as you become an elder and you get more mature and you're moving through, your journey becomes clearer.
Make sure you get your tickets in advance for $30. Tickets will be sold at the door for $40. For tickets, scan this code or go to magicalchemist.eventbrite.com. We will be at the Long Island University, Brooklyn campus, Health Science Building. Enter at the gate on Flatbush Extension between DeKalb and Willoughby.
Numerovation with King Simon. Text me now at 347-496-1022. You could also take my course if you want to, but do text me for your sessions at 347-496-1022. You could also get my books on Amazon at Linktree/King Simon the Numerovator. Remember, you can book your session and get it done right now. 347-496-1022. That's 347-496-1022. King Simon the Numerovator. So remember, our job as studiers of these metaphysical, esoteric knowledge is to help enhance people to be better. I, as a numerator, using the numbers, or quote-unquote numerals, and motivation to get people to understand why they need to activate their numbers to be the very best self and maximize it. Because the numerals hold a frequency. And if you're willing to turn up that frequency, then that frequency can help to guide you and navigate you to a higher height that will allow you to spiral to be your best self. We must remember that.